Hello students, my name is Arvind Rai from LPM Public School, which is situated in Gola Bazar, and I am your subject teacher of social studies, and this is your second chapter, landforms of the earth. This chapter is of class 4, and earlier also in previous video we have discussed about major landforms and minor landforms. In previous videos, we have learned that what are major landforms and what are minor landforms. In major landforms, we have mountains, plateaus, and valleys, plains, etc. And in minor landforms, we have deserts, deltas, coasts, peninsulas, isthmuses, etc. Now, come to these topics regarding some facts or some words which are related to mountains. First one is peaks. What is a peak? P-E-A-K-S. Peaks. The pointed tips of mountains. The pointed tips of mountains, which we see that a mountain has a pointed tip. Pointed tip. That tip is called or known as peaks. Now, second one is mountain range. What is a mountain range? When we see many of the mountains or highest mountains that are interconnected. Interconnected means they are connected to each other. Suppose one mountain is there and just beside one mountain, second mountain starts developing or forming. The chain of the mountains is known as a mountain range. Himalayas is the highest mountain range in world, which lies in Asia. Now third point is pass. What is a pass? So we can learn from the definition. Pass is a break or gap in a mountain range, and in our northern India we have Nakula Pass, which is a very famous pass which connects India and China. So what is a pass? Pass is a break or gap in a mountain range. Suppose we are having a mountain range which are interconnected to each other. So a pathway or a break by which we are able to join the other part of land after the mountain ranges. So that type of gap is known as pass, and the famous pass in northern India in Himalayas we have Nakula Pass which connects India and China. On fourth point, it is hills. Some highlands not as high as mountains called hills. As we know, mountains are very high. They have highest peaks or hilltops, but as compared to mountains, hills are not as high as mountains. So that type of landforms or formation of rocky masses which performs or makes a landform is known as hills. After that we have a point valleys, plateaus and plains. These topics we have discussed in our previous video, but for your learnings I can discuss some more points regarding valleys. What is a valley? Valley is a lowland between mountains. Suppose on our both sides, on left or on the right side, we have mountains, and the lower surface of the land is known as a valley, and mostly rivers originate from the valleys, and valleys have very fertile soil helpful in agriculture. After that we have plateaus. What is a plateau? Plateau is also a landform which goes upward from the land surface. It is also a rocky formation of substances which is rocky in nature and which goes upwards from the land surface as compared to mountains. But the difference is Plateaus don't have a pointed hilltop. Plateaus don't have a pointed hilltop. Plateaus have a flat surface like a roof. So, after that, 7th point is plains. What is a plain? Plain is the area, basically we can describe as the land beside a river. From where a river flows or passes, we have a land beside to that river which is very much fertile and which is very much helpful in our agriculture purposes. And in these areas, people started living in earlier times because this was the area, place that they were able to survive for their lives and they were able to do the agriculture business or agriculture work for their personal use. So this we can describe as plains. Now after this we will learn some more facts regarding minor landforms. So students, now look at the different topics which is related to minor landforms. In minor landforms, we are going to learn, first point is deltas. What is a deltas? Before learning about deltas, we will talk about sediments. What is a sediment? Solid materials that rivers carry while flowing downstream is called sediments. For example, when a river flows from upward to downward, then a river carries very solid materials with them. These solid materials are called sediments, and when these sediments gets deposited on the mouth of a river. What is the mouth of a river? Mouth of a river means when at the point river meets two bigger water bodies, that is known as mouth of the river. So these sediments, when that sediments gets deposited on the mouth of the rivers, forming deltas. So these are the 2 points which we are going to learn in the deltas topic. First one is sediments and second one is delta. How a delta is being formed, this we have learned in this topic. Now secondly, deserts. What is an desert area? A desert area is extremely a dry land with or a dry area with no rainfall or a very minimum approx no rainfall in that area. This type of area is known as deserts. Now third point is coast and coastline. What is a coast and what is coastline? The land beside the sea, land which is beside the sea is known as coast, and the point or the line where the sea water and land meets together, that line is known as coastline. So you can differentiate easily now after learning this that what is a coast and coastline. After that, one point also we are going to learn what is a peninsula. What is a peninsula? I am not able to write because you will not be able to see from here, but I am telling you that what is a peninsula. I should rub this. What is a peninsula? What is a peninsula? A land mass or a part of land which is surrounded by water on the 3 sides is known as peninsula. A land mass which is surrounded by water on the 3 sides is called or known as a peninsula. You can mention the topics in your notebooks and learn it, which will be very much helpful to you all. And after this, we are going to discuss some more important topics, that is island, isthmuses and strait, and summary of the chapter, which we are going to discuss in the next video. Till then, good luck and thanks for supporting and watching this video.